Fourth graders, it's Austin. Congrats on your finishing your school year. It's been a long one, I'm sure. I hope you guys have a great summer. But before we start, we're going to read an awesome book. This book is The School Nurse from the Black Lagoon by Mike Thaler, and the pictures are by Jared Lee. It's a pretty great book. And alright. There's supposed to be a nurse at school. No one's ever seen her, at least no one's ever come back. They say her office is behind the principal's. There it is. Her name is Miss Hurst, the nurse, and she's supposed to be a real ghoul. Where does it hurt? All around her office are supposed to be dripping with colored pictures and see-through statues of body parts. Eyeballs on rubber bands, heads filled with brains, and bodies stuffed with everything else. She's also supposed to have a skeleton hanging in the corner. They say it's a kid who went out there with a stomachache, and she cured it. She never leaves her office. She must eat her lunch there. See her eating her lunch, and there's dessert there. They say she is always ready for any emergency. Once a kid got cut in half using a paper cutter. They say Miss Hurst gave him a Band-Aid and sent him home. Go home. Thanks. Something's wacko. Another kid got run over by the VCR cart and he was flattened. He's now the rug in her office. There he is. You don't go there unless you're really sick. And she knows if you're faking. She has a thermometer the size of a flagpole. It can read the temperatures in your toenails. Keep it under your tongue. She has tongue depressors as big as surfboards, so you should only go there with major afflictions. Say ah. Then there are the tests. She measures your height against a wall chart, and if you're too short, she stretches you on the rack until you reach the line. The kid's screaming, I'm taller, I'm taller. Then you have the big eye chart. If you can't read the big E, she uses your eyeballs as billiards. Pretty scary. After that, there's the hearing test. She's yelling, can you hear me? If you don't pass, she puts your ears in her jewelry collection. Pretty nasty. Next, there's the vaccination. Her needle is so long, she can vaccinate 6 kids at once. It's sort of like a shish kebab. Ouch! Look at all those kids. That looks terrible. And then there's always the ice. If you fall down, she puts you in her freezer. Some kids take all summer to thaw out. Look at that kid. Poor guy. There's also the cot. The mattress is filled with bricks, the pillow is filled with rocks, and the blanket is made out of sandpaper. That looks pretty awful. On the first day of school, Penny Weber went there for a nap. She hasn't strained out since. Look at poor Penny Weber. It's tough. Eric Porter went there with a toothache. Now they call him Gums. Freddie Jones went there with a sore throat. Now his head is attached directly to his shoulders. Poor guy. Uh-oh, I'm breaking out in blue dots. They're all over my hand. I must have leprosy. My hand will fall off. I better go to the nurse. Help! There's the guy with his blue dotted hand. I walked into her office. Freddie Jones is taking a nap. Either that or he's dead. Miss Hurst is sitting at her desk. She looks pretty normal. She says hello. I show her my hand. She wets a paper towel and gently rubs. The blue dots disappear. And she says, how's that? She asks me to see my pen. I take it out of my pocket. She shows me where it's leaking. She smiles and gives me a new one. Cool. She's a miracle worker, and I'm cured. She pats me on the head, tells me to visit any time. I go back to class and write her a thank you letter. What a sweet lady. With my new pen. That's it, kids. Thanks for listening to this read aloud. I hope you guys have a great summer and that you guys just have a good time. See you later.